Here's a great idea. If only I could find a job that will crush my creativity, make me leave my family for long hours, intensify my anxiety, and make me work with people who actually don't like me, be dictated to for the rest of my life, and leave me feeling unfulfilled and discriminated against. Work until I'm dead and keep on working and leave me without a stable pension. In fact, maybe they could also leave me completely financially dependent and finally relinquish control of every area of my life. That's so not worth it. So as you probably know, I'm going to be talking about why I lost my job. Lost, quit, the lines are a bit blurred for me, but as we go along, you'll understand why the lines are a bit blurred when I explain further on. The truth is though, losing my job was the best thing that could ever happen to me because it meant that I could take control of my life. As I've already shown, sometimes we give the best bits of our life, all our power, to people who don't care about the value of our life. I started to value my life. I started to appreciate time, my skill set, my abilities. I started to appreciate what I could do. I realized my abilities are limitless. And to go into a place where they will put limits on it, I felt like I couldn't do it anymore. Although I think a 9-to-5 corporate job has its place, I just didn't feel like that was the place for me anymore. I evolved past it, and to be honest with you, not having that job was the best thing that could ever happen to me. It started when I was pregnant. I obviously, went through the procedure and told my manager that I was going to have a baby. The managers actually came to me and said, well, you're not standing to greet, which is a duty that I needed to do. You're not wearing high heels, you're not wearing makeup anymore, you're being negative. Just accusations related to my pregnancy. But what really aggravated me was the way it was done, because I was brought into an spontaneous meeting. I was told it was nothing serious, and then all of this information was sprung on me, and I was told that I was under investigation, which could lead to a disciplinary. And I was like, well, I'm 7 months pregnant at this point, and I don't think that it's an appropriate way to deal with someone who's pregnant. It was so stressful for me. I don't think that they understood the weight of what I was going through. My pregnancy wasn't great at all. I was vomiting every day. My skin came out in rashes. Obviously your feet swell, your back is out. It wasn't amazing for me. And I was still coming in at 7 months, which I think, to be honest, should be applauded. But that wasn't the case in this situation. And that really, really stung. And I know a lot of mothers that have gone through the same thing and are too scared to take it to a tribunal. They don't want to ruffle any feathers. They'd rather just leave without dealing with it because you don't want to disturb nature, put it that way. I felt like it was horrific how I was dealt with. And I'm usually a very vocal person in those situations, but I was so worried about my baby that I didn't challenge it. I just wanted to go. I did write a letter and let them know that how they treated me wasn't right, but I didn't go back and I didn't pursue it because, I spoke to one of my aunties and she just highlighted to me, look, your baby is the most important thing here. Go off, take the time, do what you need to do. If you need to go back and challenge it, then go back and challenge it. Firstly, I joined a union. That's quite important, especially if you want to be heard. Having a union rep for situations like investigations and disciplinaries makes a lot of difference, because if you're in the heat of the moment and you don't know how to defend yourself, they can speak up for you. I would learn about my rights, which I think is quite important. I would speak up and I would keep records of everything that goes on that I think is uncomfortable. Obviously, when it comes to records, you can't keep records of, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, as you go throughout the day. You can't do that. But if there's something that sticks out, then that's what I'd have records of. I have stopped trying to join the rat race and have become a master of my own destiny in terms of joining a 9-to-5 job. It never fitted me. It was something I've always felt I was just doing because I wanted to play it safe. I no longer play it safe. I've created systems that work for me. So I work for myself, and that gives me control of my time, my finances. My creativity is very important to me. Just not being limited. So ultimately, I created the life I wanted, and I feel a lot more in control of the direction that my life is taking. That doesn't mean to say that my life is perfect and I'm laying golden eggs everywhere, but I've noticed such a difference in my quality of life. And I will do a vlog in the future about ideas for mums who just cannot find work, and how to create that lifestyle for yourself if you want to spend more time with your children, etc, etc. So yeah, I'm the type of person who if someone closes a door, I go through the window, because I feel like any kind of failures or any kind of stops, anything that's shut off to me is a learning curve, and I can learn from it and grow. And ultimately, I'm the master of my own destiny when it comes to my career. So thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, comment and subscribe.